Mr. Speaker, sir, my response today will also address the oral question filed by Mr. Leong Man Wai on retroactive charging for upgrading wards for subsequent sitting. When patients stay in a higher class ward and then downgrade to a lower class ward towards the end of their stay, they will receive subsidies based on the respective ward classes. This is fair. In fact, where the request to downgrade is due to unaffordability because of complications or unexpected additional costs, public hospitals will find ways to support these patients financially. We have to, however, this is for downgrading of wards. For upgrading of wards, there's a different consideration. We have to discourage patients from selecting lower ward classes to secure more subsidies for more costly treatments, such as surgery and ICU at the beginning of their stay, and then switch to higher ward classes once these more expensive treatments are completed. Many of these patients are not of lower income and could have chosen the higher ward class from the outset. That is why, if a patient upgrades, the level of subsidies will be adjusted retroactively.
Some of the patients who upgrade, but they are not financially very strong, is it possible for them to appeal to not to pay the entire duration at a higher ward if we select just after the operations? That's the first supplementary question. The second question is that many times my resident told me when they are in the higher ward in the previous hospitalization period, and they go to the next round of hospitalization, they request a downgrade, and many times they are not allowed to. The only time they can escape this is when they are admitted to A&E, then they can go to lower class. Can the Minister clarify these 2 points? Thank you.
Member asked for those who upgrade later on in their stay, can they appeal? Of course, everyone has a right to appeal. But having said that, when we are trying to stop a certain behavior, which we don't think is right. At the beginning of every hospital stay, patients will be counseled financially, and they will make those decisions with their eyes open. Where a patient medically requires isolation, we will isolate them, and they will continue to, and if they have chosen a lower class ward to start with and then requires isolation, they will be given higher subsidies, notwithstanding isolation ward. As for those who come back later and wish to downgrade and not allowed, actually there's a very established process of means testing. So long as they meet the means testing criteria, they can downgrade. So I think the specific cases the member might have come across with might be a case where they didn't manage to meet the means testing criteria. Having said that, anyone with affordability issues, there's always Medifund as a last line of defense, a last safety net, so that they can always afford hospital stay in public health institutions.
I like the Minister to confirm, because I've gotten feedback from some residents that when they want to downgrade from a higher class ward to a lower class ward, they are told that even after the downgrade, they will have to pay the price for the medicine of the higher class ward. Is that correct?
Minister Ong?
Answer is yes, it was covered in my reply just now.